Hello and welcome back to the Hopkins Experience, a channel that gives you unbiased political analysis and honest personal opinions based on issues. However, on this channel today, I'm going to make a statement, and the statement is I'll be vying for a political seat in 2027. I can comfortably say that after a long time after a long period of consultation, I've talked with people. I reached out to the people close to me, those who matter and those who care. I've discussed with them my interest to vie for a political position in 2027. And the reason I'm making this video today is after I filed my submissions, I filed my uh, application as an aspirant to the UGM party. Yeah. So the UGM party, that a party whose party leader is CJ Maraga, emeritus, was calling out for the young people or anyone who wants to use the party for the 2027 elections to vie. And being an admirer of the party, being somebody who have liked the party and liked Maraga for a very long time, I found out it's very fit for me to update or even start this journey by announcing that I've already applied for the party ticket. I love to be the flag bearer of the party ticket in wherever the position I'll be going for. So I have a position in mind. I have a position that I'll be eyeing, though for strategic reasons I'll not announce it here now. Yeah. So in this video, I'll be giving my reasons why I'm vying. If you listen keenly, you might get a hint or two on the position I'll be going for in 2027. And also at the same time, I'll be presenting my qualifications to those who might be interested in supporting me. He might be interested in what I want to say, or interested in my representation of the people in years to come. So I'll have to put my CV out. I have to see how I express myself, and also present my idea of how I believe the country should be run. So I will start with my background. I'll start with my introduction. My name is Hopkins Keboi Malova. I'm 29 years old. I'm a husband and a proud father of two wonderful boys. I have two boys. One is 6 years old. The other one is just starting his life journey. He's barely 1 year. And today, I make this official declaration. I will be vying for an elective seat in 2027 general election. And for strategic reasons, I will not mention the specific position yet, but I feel this commitment and unwavering spirit to serve the people. As I had said earlier, I recently registered as an aspirant with the United Green Movement Party that believes in youth leadership, justice, and sustainable governance. I have also attended. Okay, for the UGM, I have not gone for any of their meetings. I have not met any of their party officials yet. But when they were calling for the applications for registration of aspirants, I felt it fit for me to present myself for vetting and also attend meetings that will be coming up in the meeting that will be coming up in the days to come. So of course I'm on party scouting, and UGM came in as one of the first parties that I'm scouting that called for the registration of aspirants for 2027, especially the young aspirants. In my party scouting, I've also attended the Safina Party National Delegates Conference and the 30th anniversary that was held in Ngong Race Course in September. I think when it gets to Safina Party, I've interacted with the party for quite some time. I've looked for the party. I went for their NDC, of course. I've listened to the party leader on what he wants to achieve when he gets power as the president. Of course, the party leader of Safina party is Jimmy Wanjigi. So I went there for the 30th anniversary. I listened to him, and over since September and now, I've had several meetings with the party officials. To be specific, the Secretary General over the aspirants issue, where I've expressed my interest to use Safina Party as my party going into 2027. So from the Safina Party, I've not yet gotten response from them. We are still having discussions and to see if it would be fit for me to be there. So far, I have two parties that I'm scouting for. I'm scouting for UGM, and I'm also there for Safina. Those are the party that I believe fit my kind of politics. Yeah. So I believe when it comes to parties, when it comes to selection of parties, it's a personal choice. You have to say your values, your principles, and what you want to achieve as you get into these leadership positions. Which party really reflects your values? Which party reflects your ambitions as a leader or as an aspiring leader? So for me, so far, I've gotten those two parties that I'm still following up uh, to see if there's a position for me to vie. Of course, apart from these two parties, I'm still also looking for other parties, uh, other other parties that carry my aspiration, and I believe the party that talks to the people and the young, especially the young people, who are the majority in the country right now. So I've been interested in politics for a very long time, especially the politics of this country. And if you go back to my Facebook posts, they go way uh, back to nearly 2017, where I've been monitoring Kenyan politics for quite some time, analyzing the politics that that are going on, the policies that are being implemented by the government, and also criticizing the government in places where they fall short. Also offering constructive criticism that are supposed to uh, help the country move forward. My journey into politics or into leadership uh, began long before, and it has been shaped by education. I started my education, uh, my primary education, in my village, in a school called in a primary school called Kamime Primary School, where I did my class 1 to class 8. Under the 844 system. Then from there, I moved. I performed well and moved to Kapsabet Boys High School also in Nandi County, uh, where I stayed in the school, or learned in the school, studied in the school for 4 years, and completed the high school education in 2013. I also performed very well, getting a grade of A minor, and that earned me a position in Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. I I also stayed there for 4 years, and I was studying bachelor's degree in economics. So my education really opened my eyes on the inequalities, inefficiencies, and injustice that hold our nation back. I have interacted with so many people and so many of my peers through school, especially in high school, which was my first proper interaction with education, where we got students and classmates who are coming from different backgrounds, different tribes, all coming together in one school with a mission to study and better their future. My training in economics has taught me how policy decisions directly affect livelihood. I believe that economics is one of those courses that prepares you for this kind of positions of politics, positions of leadership in the country, where I fully understand that the decisions and policies that are being made by the leaders have a direct impact over the quality of life that people are living in a country. We, Economics opens you to issues to do with budgets, issues to do with taxation, issues to do with unemployment and inflation, and how it translates to the cost of living, the cost of school fees, and the struggles of every day by Kenyans to meet their daily needs. The same course, economics, has taught me how the power of sound economic planning and ethical leadership is key in transforming societies. And this is one of those courses that has brought one of the best leaders in the country, one of them being uh, the late president, Mwai Kibaki. He studied the same course. Leaders like Ndindi Nyoro have studied the same course. I've also gone through professional studies where I attended the KCA University as a certified investment and financial analyst student. Of course, that one I've not yet completed it, but the plans are underway to complete it. I stopped at section 3. So I still have 3 more sections that I paused my education there for a bit to deal with life first, but I'll still go back and finish it to section 6 and become CIFA K. Through my education, I've learned the importance of accountability, importance of transparency, and prudent financial management, values that are really needed for a leader in this era. Keeping in mind that where the country is, the economic situation in the country right now requires somebody who has knowledge of financial management, transparency, and accountability for Kenyans to achieve our collective goal as a country. I'm joining politics because I've lived and struggled. I've lived the struggles that many Kenyans face today. I've gone through the education system. I've graduated with good grades, but like most or many young graduates that have gone through the education system, I've not been able to find a formal employment. That means since I completed my schooling in 2018 and added the professional studies, I've never been employed in any place. The only position I've ever held was during the census time. I was the content supervisor for the enumerators. So I was managing the enumerators, those who are going into houses taking data during the census. I was doing that in my village back home. So what have I been doing over these 8 years to sustain myself? During my campus time, I learned, I came across academic writing or freelance writing. It came as an option, it came as a survival option, uh, because I love writing so much. I'm used to writing. During my schooling time, it's something I've been doing uh, nearly all my schooling life. And when an opportunity came for me to earn from my writing, I took it as a freelance work. During my campus time, we used it as an avenue to get extra uh, money, because the money that were being given by my parents, or mostly or money that we for upkeep that were being used, we are being sent, was not enough to do what I wanted to do in campus, to enjoy a little bit of life in campus. So when freelance writing came as an option, I took it gracefully and used it to earn an extra coin, and also to cushion my parents from the burden of uh, catering for my education. However, I thought that freelance writing would end, or would only serve its purpose in campus and not spill over to my life after campus. But to my rude shock, uh, I'm still doing it today. It's not it's not a formal employment. It's like mujengo. It's the norm mujengo. No benefits, no allowances. If you don't work, you don't uh, get paid. So there's no any security to it. So that's what I've been doing for 8 years, to raise my small family, to feed myself, to clothe myself, and to do life, uh, and keep my family afloat. That reality has shown me how our system has failed the young people. We are raising a generation that is highly educated but unemployed, ambitious but unsupported, and the hard work we put in is not seen. It goes unseen from both the government, from both our friends, from both society. It cannot be seen. We are labeled as rebels, we are labeled as spoiled, yet we are suffering from impacts of unemployment. I believe that our country needs new energy now. It needs new ideas, it needs new faces in its position of leadership. We have been suffering from the problem of recycling leaders, putting in leaders, same leaders, but expecting uh, different results. And as we know, somebody said that doing the same thing every time and expecting different results is what is called stupidity. Therefore, presenting new faces, new ideas, and new faces to leadership is a way of us Kenyans getting away from the stupidity in leadership. I want to represent a new generation that values integrity over influence, ideas over ethnicity, and self service over self interest. A generation that believes in restoring family values, fighting corruption and incompetence, and building a country where honest and hard work truly pays off. In one of the in my adulthood, or in my parenthood, there's something that I've seen, that through my experience, that government does not support families at all, especially the young families, the people who are starting life, the families that are trying to get by. They have minimal support from government, especially to the for the essential things. If we look at housing, if we look at schools, if we look at clothing, the basic needs are not catered for by the government, or are not even addressed by the government. So the parents especially the new parents who are coming in, get it very rough to even start and feed their family. I believe leadership is not about power, it's about purpose. It's about serving the people and not ruling them. As we can currently see in our country today, we are being ruled over. We are being uh, forced to do things by the by the president and the government. We are being beaten. We are being arrested. We are being abducted for speaking out our issues and things that affect us. And that is not leadership. That is not serving the people. That is imposing your own ideas into people, which is not the purpose of leadership. Leadership is should be people driven. People tell you what they want, and you find a way to give them what they need and want at the same time. As I take this step forward, I do it. I do it with humility and faith, not just in myself, but in the people of Kenya. We've seen so many things happening over the past 3 years. We've seen young people coming out strongly and saying that they want to get their positions, they want their voices to be heard. And the boldness and the ability for a person like me to get out and say, I want to vie, comes from the fact that we are tired of this kind of leaders that we've been having around. Leaders who do not listen, leaders who have very little regard to human life, very little regard to the impact that bad governance, that bad leadership is doing to us, is doing to the people. And also a leadership that is hell-bent in ensuring that the issues of poverty, issues of education, a poor education, get promoted. Because if you look at our education sector, it's in shambles. If you look at our healthcare sector, it's in shambles. And health, education, and even housing and the cost of living are one of the pillars, one of the things that define the quality of life we live as a country, as a people. If the prices of goods are too high for us to eat, to afford, it means we'll sleep hungry. If the education sector is in poor condition, it means the children who get through the system will have poor thinking capacity, poor thinking ability, even poor outcomes, with which the spillover comes to the entire society. You end up seeing the quality of people who are coming in, people who cannot reason, people who cannot be confident enough, come from very poor education system. However, the Kenyan constitution promotes education and says that every Kenyan child is entitled to high quality of standard of education, and also high standard of living. What many people don't know, that when there's a government, the constitution guarantees you that your needs should be met, especially when you are paying taxes, when you're contributing to the growth of the nation. The nation should give value for the money, but it doesn't appear to be so today. To every young person, to every struggling parent, to every Kenyan who still believes in a better tomorrow, I invite you to join me in this journey. Let's rebuild our nation together, because the future belongs to those who are brave enough to shape it. We have to find a way to shape our future in the right way. We have to find how we can't continue living like this. It's one of those scary moments, especially that we're going in 2027. It's scary because if we go make one bad decision on the ballot, if we go get one bad leader, then the the chances of us getting out of poverty, the chances of us seeing a prosperous Kenya reduces. One bad leader is one too many, and it's upon the Kenyan people to take 2027 election as a critical time for us, critical time for us to sit down and find people who can carry our aspirations, people who can uh, just follow the constitution as it says. So as I inform you of this journey that I'm starting, of course I'll keep you updated every time I make any step towards that. If they call us for meetings, if we are being called for what, until we get that certificate, I'll keep updating you every time. My contacts are on the screen. They are meant to open a discussion. Also, there's the comment section. If you have any idea, if you have any advice, if you have any meaningful something that you think would be meaningful to my journey, I invite you to come in to bring this advice. And I believe there'll be advice of encouragement, not coming to my inbox and my comment to demoralize me, to discourage me, to tell me that I can't. I will not be taking that. I would want uh, advice or encouragement that promotes me, that encourages me to push even further. I would also invite for you to guess or even give a suggestion. Which seat should I go for? In my mind, I already have it. I've filled uh, in that the registration. I've filled in the seat I want to go for. The parties I've been in talks with, the political parties I've been talk with, know the position I'm going for. My family, they definitely know the position I want to go for. So I'd want to get more opinions, more encouragement, more ideas on how we are going in 2027. We want to actively participate, to be there not only as voters, but also to be political players there. So that if you're going to break the country, let the young people be there. So that we are not asked where were we when the country was going down. If it's building, let us be part of building that nation to be what we want it to be. So I encourage all uh, well wishers. I encourage all supporters to come in to encourage us young people as we are going through this. Of course, the people who are there, they are giants. We are merely, in terms of finances, in terms of campaign merchandises, in terms of what the most of the incumbent, those who are there and those who are going for those seats, are way ahead of the young people. At my age of 29, it will be difficult for you to tell me to have 1,000,000 shillings for campaign. It will be absurd for you to tell me to mount a campaign that would take a sitting governor out. But with the hope that we have and the response that we get from the people is what will encourage us to get into this politics with conviction, with the commitment that we can. We might be the David uh, in the race, but there is hope for us. We've seen how young people have gone to the streets to demand for change. We've seen young people find their way to bring the government down to their level. The government that was growing its head to be brought down to the level that they have to listen to people's voices. So if we can do that, then we can also lead the country to a better place. And I believe we can do that. I believe I can do that. It will be my first time if I get or when I get into this position. It will be my first time holding a position in office. So it'll be a new face, and also a new faces, new. It comes with new ideas. So I believe anywhere that we are going to have these young people, look at them keenly, give them an ear, listen to them, what they have to give. We have so much we can offer. The fact that we've been unemployed for this long does not mean that we have not experienced life. Does not mean that we cannot lead. We can do it. I believe I can do it. So I invite all my viewers. I invite anyone who is watching this video to find their time, to find their resources, to find their to find their energy to come and look at how we can run this country better. And of course, not it doesn't mean that this country cannot run without me. No, no, no. I know even if I don't vie, somebody else would vie and would win. So it's not like imposing myself onto people. No, it's me presenting myself as an option, and I've made all my campaign strategy. I've made all my manifesto, what I want to do, what I want to talk to the people about, what I want to sell to the people. All of it are in here. So for the serious people who will be consulting, for the serious people who will be coming in, who will be asking, I'll be able to give it out. I'll be able to explain further what I want to do. Until that time, I get the ticket and be certified to go run for a campaign, for a seat, and go conduct my campaign. That's when I will start spreading the message to the people. But for now, I'll keep talking. I'll keep consulting. I'll keep looking for a party until I find it. You people will be the first people to know what's going on. So join me as we try to find our way into politics. Politics is not bad. I know Kenyan politics has been put in a place where many people believe it's a bad game, but it's a bad game because we have bad players. So if we need a fair game, if we need a good game, if we need people coming in with good idea, then we need to find fresh, good, qualified, and men and women of integrity to come into this position. And I'm presenting myself as such. Therefore, I'd want to urge people that 2027 is not about politics. It's about purpose. Let's find purpose together. Let's build a new generation of leadership. Let's build a new Kenya together. I believe we can do it. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. So I'll keep you updated on my political journey, on what I want to do, year in, year out. So I'll leave at that for that statement. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you are glad about the news that I'll be vying for a seat in 2027. And invite you in every advice, encouragement, resources. Because it's going to be an expensive affair. I have to find how to fund the campaign. I invite all that, but as long as they're encouraging messages, encouraging opinions, and encouraging resources, and not resources to tell me not to run. No, 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 no. You come in and tell me I'm supporting you here and here. Go like this. What strategy do you have? I'll be very ready to answer. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Hopkins Keboy Malova. Thank you.